That's, of course, our sketch Bigfoot. And now, we'll look at the colored version. Here's what the man looks like. Whoa. Of course, this is our green card. All our cards have a special color to them. And without reading the whole back of the card, which could be done, this is a North American cryptid. And our shiny video looks like this. Whoa! Look at that pretty guy. Yeah. That is our Bigfoot. He looks a bit grumpy. This is how our man, Alter Aether, interpreted the Bigfoot. Obviously, a cousin to the Yeti, one may call it. The woods version of the Yeti. Covered in long shaggy hair. Smells really bad. Portrayed in the petroglyphs of Painted Rock in California. Dating back 500 to 1,000 years. So they saw something, didn't they? Claimed to be seen by thousands of people, and is one of the most popular cryptids of all. Let's look at our next one. The Loch Ness. Of course, you already know the sketch. The Loch Ness Monster, aka Nessie. Our colored version looks like this. The blue card. The blue card. The Loch Ness Monster. Located in Loch Ness, Scottish Highlands, which is a very thin strip of water, a lake. I actually have the maps in the background. They're really faint, but this faint looking strip here that's the Loch Ness. Of course, the most famous photograph is the surgeon's photograph, which is the one that we all know in black and white. However, that was ruled as an elaborate hoax. There was a hoaxer that created a decoy, and the decoy was found at the bottom of the Loch Ness, and that's when it was pronounced a hoax. However, there might be something in the Loch Ness. Here's what our shiny version looks like. Whoa! With the blue shine. Of course, many people acknowledge that the Loch Ness looks like the dinosaur. The one that looks like that. I forget what it's called. The one with flippers and a long neck. So some theorize that a dinosaur stayed alive in the Loch Ness after all this time. Alright, 6 people with us. No credit card numbers. I'm not sure where you're seeing that setting, but in our Discord you would just join. The link is at ConsumerBreak.com/community. There is a verify step. There's a verify step in the Discord. You'd have to follow the directions, but there's no credit card though. Yeah, so you have to log in with your Discord. Should. I should be able to verify you too. Here, I'll just verify. I got you. You're good. Satin Leader, you're good. You're verified. But I'll look into that if it's asking for credit card, because you might have clicked somewhere different. Alright, let's look at the next one. The Kraken! Of course, the Kraken sketch card looks like this. A nice little sketch of something going on there. As we know, the Kraken is essentially a giant octopus who tormented sailors and pirates off the Norwegian coast. And this is our cyan card. And we got lightning in there too. Look at that beautiful thing. The Kraken! It should... I'll check it out. But, you should be only logging... It takes you to a website and then you log in with your Discord account. And that proves you're not a bot. You shouldn't be doing anything more than that. But you're verified now anyway. The Kraken is said to have been inspired by sailors who spotted giant squids, which can sometimes grow to be between 40 and 50 feet long. You know what else I saw on an informative little Facebook post this week that caught my eye? That the Kraken might have been mistaken for something else too. Giant squid is a possible explanation. Although a squid would rarely ever attack a ship, if at all. But pretty much the sailors catch these in their nets is what happens. And then they just tell stories of them. But another thing that could have been mistaken for a Kraken is whales. A specific type of whale that mates in groups. They have group mating sessions where the males take turns. Sounds like a great time. But the males that are not currently in action making babies, they take a break and they go to the surface and they stick what you think up above the surface. And it's a big red tentacle. And this was frequent in those areas on the Norwegian coast, and they say that those could have been mistaken for Krakens as well. Whale penises. Yep. But that's not the Kraken we're talking about. We're talking about a giant octopus that takes down ships. And of course there's also the Kraken from mythological folklore, from like Clash of the Titans, like that big monster. This one is the one that's a cryptid, the cryptid version. The legendary creature. Also known as a sea monster or a sea beast. Alright, let's see what that shiny looks like. Whoa! Shiny! Pretty! Alright. So whenever you guys get 5 sketches of any of these creatures, sketch cards, you also have to wait until the drop date, so this will be in May. Then you can get one of these. Shinies, any shiny can be unpacked at any time. And it's in any pack. Any pack that you ever get, you have a 1 in 2,000 odds, 0.05% chance of getting a shiny of any other creatures. It could be any of the 5. And so far 3 have been unpacked. 1 from this season, Zach got the Loch Ness shiny, and season 1 got a Chupacabra and a Mothman. But at any point, any shinies can be unpacked. There's no limit. It's just that they're extremely rare. It's an odd occurrence, a rare occurrence. but it can come in any pack, including these reward ones. Every single shard you get, if you're unpacking a pack, there's a chance that a shiny can be there. Alright, let's go to the worm. The old worm. Of course, this is our sketch. And that is our orange card. There he is. That acid spitting son of a gun. Our orange Mongolian death worm. The Mongolian death worm is a large, dangerous, acid-spitting creature alleged to roam the Gobi Desert in northern China and southern Mongolia. It travels underground through the sand. It's just like a sandworm from Dune, but it's not giant. It's 2 to 7 feet long. It spits acid. It emits electrical blasts. It's scary. Spits acid that kills you upon impact. That is a weapon that the harvester uses, which we'll get to in just a second. In the early 1990s, a group of scientists tried to hunt the worm using thumpers. That was a question in last trivia. And explanations often include a tartar sand boa, which is a snake. But we all know it's real. Alright, let's look at that shiny boy. Yeah. Look at that fiery boy. Woo! That's dangerous. You don't want to get caught messing around with that guy in the desert. Nice. One more creature. Technically not a creature. The UFO. I wanted to include the UFO even though it's not technically a creature. It's a classic cryptid in that it's a real sighted thing that is not verified to be real. Of course, UFO just means unidentified flying object. It could mean anything. It doesn't have to mean space aliens. But in our case, for our purposes, we have a flying saucer. With the purple card. There's our flying saucer UFO with our purple card. Recently declassified as a real phenomenon by the United States Pentagon. Sometimes theorized to be alien ships, depicted as a saucer or bean shaped with glowing light. Roswell, New Mexico incident is one of the most popular instances. Area 51. Crop circles. Aliens! This is our creature in the season. It does blend in with the others. And we're about to find out how. So, question. Let's look at the shiny real quick. There he is. There's his purple shine. The shiny base. Alright, let's see what this thing looks like, right? And then we'll get on out of here. And we are doing this again on Wednesday. Even if it's just 6-7 people playing. Thanks for hanging out. Whoever's still left here. And I hope to see you on Wednesday. Our hybrid creature for season 2. First off, I'll just show the sketch. If I can find him. There he is. The harvester. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Here's our sketch of the guy. Now this was described to a T by me. I visualized it. I described exactly how I want it to look, what features I want it to have, and then Roland did the rest. Clearly he has Bigfoot legs and hair. He's got some Loch Ness Monster flippers as arms. He's got Kraken tentacles coming out the back. He's got the neck of the Loch Ness Monster that ends in a Mongolian deathworm head, which spits acid and electrical blasts. And then he's standing in the doorway of a UFO because he's an alien. This is our hybrid creature. Let's see what this thing looks like in colored form. Scary. And we don't have a shiny version of this because you don't unpack hybrids. Whoa! Whoa! Look at that son of a gun. That's what I'm talking about. Now let's read a little bit about this guy. Because of course, he does show up in our graphic novel for this season. The Harvester is a bioweapon of planetary destruction, hailing from the center of the Andromeda Galaxy, and is telepathically controlled by a highly intelligent race of handlers called the Shadows. So it's actually a weapon, and the aliens that are flying the saucers are Shadows. The Shadows, named after their personal invisibility cloaks that make them appear as shadowy figures, navigate space in portal-traveling flying saucers. The Harvester hordes are unleashed on unsuspecting planets to search for any sign of life. 95% of the planet's intelligent life brain matter is harvested to generate new mystery matter that creates portals and powers the Shadows' technology. While the remaining 5% of the planet's intelligent life are left alone to rebuild their species. So that is a scary, dark thing going on. The Shadows are aliens. They use the Harvester to harvest planets to get intelligent brain matter to create mystery matter. Mystery matter is something that you'll hear again in our stories. And as it says here, mystery matter creates the portal and powers their technology. So that's what they need to travel and to go around harvesting planets. How do they do this? Yeah, they need that intelligent brain matter. Get that good mystery matter. You're not going to want a harvester horde invading your planet. It's probably true. They are deployed through portals across the entire planet. The harvesters are excellent runners and swimmers, using their Bigfoot legs, and they swim with their underwater with their tentacles and their flippers. They use telepathy to get around, so the Shadows control them. They clearly don't have eyes, so they use telepathy, and they're searching for coherent thoughts. That's what they're searching for. When they find it, they know it's what they're looking for. They then spit acid and emit electrical blasts from the worm head to neutralize its victim, carrying it back to the ship using its tentacles. Very scary. Very scary. That is, in fact, a true hybrid, like Puzzle says. A Bigfoot, a Loch Ness Monster, a Kraken, a Mongolian deathworm, and then the UFOs mixed in just as like the environment. Kind of what we did with the Terrorizer. The Yeti created the Terrorizer's environment with its snow. So this is like a alien creature. So there you have it. You will see more about this fella. If you get our graphic novel, yeah, right. Hey, if you read through the graphic novel, it might get even worse. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead to use 6 people that are here. I'll just tell you a little synopsis. So basically, in our graphic novel, what happens is the harvester did invade. This already happened in the novel. They did invade a planet. They already harvested 95%. This happened generations ago. And then they left. They left 5% alone on their own planet. This is a distant planet. This isn't Earth. And that remaining 5%, they did rebuild. They spent the rest of their lives training for the new invasion, for the harvester hordes to come back. And they rebuild their entire population, but this time they're prepared for an invasion. Everyone goes to the military, everyone gets drafted, everyone's preparing for the invasion. The entire world is ready. And then the harvesters do come back. That's what this season's about. It kind of shows that through 5 pages. It includes some backstory and lore, like I just said. Includes more of it. And then also we have before I get off here, we also have a bonus creature this season in a few weeks. Probably when the graphic novel cards start dropping, around then. And you'll be getting that with promos. So there'll be some kind of promos daily, like I don't know how many, 5 to 10. And if you get all those promos and blend them the same way you did a badge for season 1, you're going to blend them into this creature. It might still even be a badge, but it's going to be a card on its own. It doesn't get blended into other creatures. It's just a collectible creature. And that creature is in our novel. Basically the race that gets invaded that I was just talking about, they're not humans. So it's a race of aliens that get invaded and they're prepping. That alien breed, that creature will be the card. And it'll have a lot more lore on it. More than what I just said. So that's cool. Rain Man asks, what about Hiker Hank? Hiker Hank is the fella from season 1. Well, I don't know about Hiker Hank right now. Right now it's kind of like an anthology-ish. So basically season 1 was one small bite-sized story. Season 2 is another one, unrelated. Same universe, but it's happening way over there in Andromeda. So you won't see Hiker Hank here. Happened way over there. It's still the same universe. You're gonna get bits and bits of lore as we go. I just mentioned mystery matter here, so that's something. Portals, and it all gets woven together, and then our trilogy next in the second half of the year, we'll have a trilogy of animal stories, and that continues it. And that's gonna be kind of like an origin story. So basically you have 2 anthologies here with season 1 and 2 that dive right into these hybrid creatures. And then the animal trilogy will back up a bit and it's going to tell you how they were created, what they are, where they came from. And they started with animals, clearly. And then that's kind of how it goes. And then at the end of those 3 stories, it's all going to wrap together. It's going to make more sense. You're going to know why this harvester came about and all that kind of thing. So it's a universal story of all the seasons, but this is an anthology. They don't directly connect. So whatever happened with the Terrorizer and the Hikers may be explored again one day, and it may be not, but it won't be this season. So that's all I have. If anybody has questions about any of this, of course, if you're not collecting, if you're just new to the NFTs and you're still watching, hey, that's cool. It means you're interested enough to check out our art, right? And our lore. But it's very easy to get started. Wax is carbon neutral. It does not hurt the environment. It's very cheap to buy things. And then you earn for free. You're earning for free. It's just a little learning curve is all it is. And then these cards, they'll go in your crypto wallet. Like the cards I just showed you with the creatures. They'll go in your wallet and they'll spin around the way that my video was spinning. And they'll just be there, and you can look at them, you can read them. You're able to trade them with anybody online, right from your crypto wallet. And then your goal is to collect them and blend them and upgrade them. So your goal will be to collect shards, blend shards number 1 through 3 to get the sketch card, which you saw for each one. And then you'll need 5 sketch cards to blend together to get the colored base card. And then you'll need each of the 5 base cards to make this harvester blend on May 29th. I know that's a lot, but that's what the game is. It's a lot to collect. If you're playing every game the way Randman is, if you're watching ads, if you're doing all these things, you can collect a lot for free. He's already got enough for base cards as it is for free. Or you can buy packs. It's $3 for 3 shards, $4 for 7, $5 for 12. So you can buy shards. And that is what keeps us running. That is what provides revenue share for the hybrid holders. That we do need sales too. The goal isn't just to earn for free only, and that's the entire thing. We also want buyers. Essentially, the game is to make things quicker, or I mean, to make things fun, but it should be slower. If you're just trying to get there quick, you should be buying. And most people will not have all the base cards just by earning. People like Randman might, but most people will still need to buy a couple packs, and that's just the way it works. There's still a lot being given out for free. So, thanks again. If there's no questions, that's probably good for this one. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing these drop and continuing to watch everybody collect, see who ends up being our hybrid holders. Hopefully, people buy the key cards. The key cards each access 1 page of the novel, and they're $2 a piece. But that $2, so it'd be $10 for the season. It's 5 pages. And yeah, that's some money, but that helps us. And it's not just the story itself, it's a collectible. So that keycard NFT you have gives you access to the story. So in the future, if we have new fans that want to check out old seasons, because they're going to stop being for sale at the end of the season. They're not continuously for sale. So if other fans in the future might want them, you can actually sell the keycards to them directly. You can list them up on the market, just like a Craigslist, just like an eBay. You can auction them, whatever. So it's a collectible in addition to having the story. And then on top of that, if you get all 5 cards, key cards, and blend them together, you'll get the season's master key card, which unlocks all the pages. And then you also get bonus entries into the giveaways in Discord. You get 5 bonus entries for having those. So just the more you have, the more ops to win, and it helps us. And we put in a lot of effort and time and work into all this stuff. We're having a lot of fun with it. So hope to have many more fans. With that, unless there's more questions, obviously you can always hit me on Discord. And I will be back on Wednesday at 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do another round of trivias. So thanks everybody for watching. Still 7 people watching. Thank you guys for being interested enough to see what our creatures look like, what our harvester looks like. And hope to have a great season. And hope to have more players too. We're working on trying to get more collabs and things. Marketing is tough without funding, but we're having fun doing it, so it's good times. So with that, we'll see you on Wednesday, and keep playing the puzzles, and drop any thoughts in Discord at any time. Just holler in the chat. We're all friends, right? So we'll see you then. Thanks guys, thanks for watching. Peace out.